When setting up a case, you may come across instances where you can create case parties that ultimately will be copied down to the future jobs for this case. This could be used in the sense of when a client is bringing a new case to you and maybe they need a repository and they haven't scheduled any jobs for you, but you want to keep track of who's actually involved in this particular case. So in the case setup, let's go ahead and click on the case and we'll click on edit to enter edit mode. Every case will have a party section. This is where you keep up with who's involved in this particular case. So any party that we add in the party section will have access to the repository files in RB Connect once we start utilizing the repository. But at the same time, when you enter these parties, it can also do other things for them in the future when you schedule the jobs. So let's take a look at that. We're going to add a party, so I'm going to click new to the right. And first I'm going to search for my firm. So Pearson Spector. And we'll say Harvey is my attorney. So if we'll look here, there are some flags that affect the case level. So anything done in the case. Allow case level repository access is automatically checked. So that means if that box is checked and you add this party, they will have access to whatever files you upload in the repository section. The second checkbox that is important is the one right below it. When jobs are created, automatically add to the job parties. So that takes care of if this client is a party that is involved not only in the case but every single job, then if we check this box, they will automatically be created as a job party for every future job scheduled. The one below it is show and turn in prefill. If you know that eventually they are going to be ordering and you are going to want to build them, you can select show and turn in prefill. And again, that will show them when you go to prefill parties and turn in from the case. The following flags work at the job level. Okay, so allow calendar access, not applicable to the scheduling party. If you have RB Connect and you want this contact, say they're going to be added as a job party automatically. If we want them to see this job on their calendar, you can check this box, and not only will they be copied as a job party, but they will see all the jobs on their calendar, even if they're not the ordering attorney. Allow witness level repository. Be careful with this one, because witness level repository is where you're going to be uploading basically what you're selling to your clients, the transcripts, the exhibits, the video, everything. So essentially, if you do check this box, you're giving whatever party this is access to be able to download those particular files. So be careful with this one. The last option is send a copy when sending confirmation email to the scheduling party. If you want this contact, since they are being copied to all the future jobs, to also receive the confirmation letter that is sent to the ordering attorney, then check this box. Now coming down here, this is the billing info. So if you are setting up a case party, again, this party can follow it all the way through for all the jobs. So if you're going to be billing this particular client as well, one of the things you can do is you can actually set the billing rate. So maybe this particular case will have its own set of case rates that we want to use. So I can actually select the actual case rates here. And so not only what will happen is new jobs will be scheduled, this party will be copied to the new jobs. They will now be tied to this rate, and when we bill for those future jobs, it's automatically going to use that rate. So it's nice. You never have to pick the billing rate for this case for all the parties as well. Below that, this is where you're going to set the bill to. If the bill to is the same as the sold to, simply check this box, and RB will fill in all the information, including the warnings, so you can read them. If not, if you were going to bill third party, you could leave that unchecked. So if they told you it wasn't going to be billed to them, but maybe third party, then you could pick the third party bill to information, as well as input the client matter number, claim number, name of insured, date of loss, and any direct billing notes. So that information will show up on the invoice for the third party biller. So let's go ahead and check same as sold to. And now we'll click save and close. That will add the party. So if I need to add others, I can go ahead and click new. But I'm done with this one, so I'll just go ahead and save and close out.